For decades, IKEA didn't just sell furniture, they delivered an idea in a book, a catalog that reached hundreds of millions of people. It was one of the most powerful marketing tools on earth. And then IKEA killed it, not because it stopped working, but because the world changed around it. In the next few minutes, you'll see how the IKEA catalog helped build a global empire, why it became part of people's homes, not just their shopping, and the real reason IKEA chose to shut it down forever. The IKEA catalog wasn't just a list of products. It was a world you could step into, perfectly staged rooms, clean Scandinavian design, a promise that your life could feel calmer, simpler, more organized. For many families, the catalog wasn't advertising, it was inspiration. You didn't just see a chair, you saw a cozy reading corner. You didn't just see a table, you imagined family dinners and conversations happening around it. It was a tangible piece of a better life, delivered right to your door. The catalog made high-end design feel accessible to everyone, and it did so in a way that felt personal, almost intimate. It was a free interior design magazine that happened to sell you the furniture. Unlike a commercial that disappears in 30 seconds, the catalog stayed, on coffee tables, on kitchen counters, in waiting rooms. People flipped through it for fun, even when they weren't buying anything. That's what made it so powerful. It didn't feel like marketing. It was a physical object in your home, occupying space, becoming part of the background of daily life. It was something you could come back to, circle items in, and use to plan future projects. Think about it. What other piece of advertising do people keep in their house for months, sometimes even years? It had a permanence that digital ads, no matter how targeted, just can't replicate. The catalog was patient. It was always there, waiting for the right moment of inspiration to strike. At its peak, the IKEA catalog reached more people than many newspapers. It was printed in huge numbers, in dozens of languages, and distributed around the world. It wasn't just selling furniture, it was exporting a lifestyle. The release of the annual catalog became an event, something people anticipated. For a company to achieve that level of global cultural penetration with a print product is astounding. It was a testament to the universal appeal of its vision. Whether you were in Stockholm, Shanghai, or San Diego, the catalog presented a coherent, desirable world. It standardized a certain aesthetic, making IKEA a truly global brand in a way that few others have managed. It was the physical manifestation of IKEA's mission to create a better everyday life for the many people. But there was a downside. Printing and shipping a catalog at that scale isn't cheap. It's heavy, it's slow, and once it's printed, it's frozen in time. Prices change, products change, trends change, but the catalog can't update. Imagine the massive logistical operation behind producing and distributing hundreds of millions of copies. The paper, the ink, the transportation. It was an enormous, costly endeavor. And in a fast-moving retail world, that lack of flexibility became a liability. A popular item might sell out, but it would still be advertised in the catalog for months. A new trend could emerge, but IKEA would have to wait until the next year's edition to capitalize on it. The catalog was a powerful giant, but it was also a slow-moving one. Then the internet rewired how people shop. Instead of flipping pages, people scroll. Instead of waiting for next year's catalog, they expect updates instantly. And instead of being inspired by one brand's rooms, they get endless inspiration from everywhere. The curated world of the IKEA catalog was suddenly competing with the infinite, user-generated world of Pinterest, Instagram, and design blogs. Consumers no longer needed a single source of inspiration. They had millions at their fingertips. The behavior of discovery changed. It became faster, more fragmented, and more personalized. The patient, leisurely browse through a physical catalog started to feel like an analog ritual in an increasingly digital world. The context in which the catalog had thrived was simply eroding. IKEA didn't kill the catalog because it failed. They killed it because it was too slow for the modern world. Digital is faster, cheaper, more measurable, and most importantly, digital gives IKEA control. They can change a price today, update a product tomorrow, test what people click on, and optimize what sells. With digital platforms, IKEA can run A/B tests on product images, see in real time which items are generating buzz, and tailor promotions to individual users based on their browsing history. The data feedback loop is instantaneous. The catalog, for all its charm, was a one-way communication. The internet is a two-way street. Moving online wasn't just about cutting costs. It was about gaining agility and intelligence in a hyper-competitive market. But when IKEA announced the catalog was ending, people didn't react like it was a normal business move. They reacted like something cultural had died. Because the catalog wasn't just how people bought furniture, it was how people imagined their homes. There was a wave of nostalgia and sadness. For generations, flipping through the new IKEA catalog was a rite of passage, a family activity, a way to dream about the future. It was a tangible object, full of memories and possibilities. Its end signaled the closing of a chapter, not just for the company, but for the millions of people whose lives it had touched. It was a reminder that sometimes efficiency comes at the cost of emotion and tradition. The IKEA catalog didn't disappear in isolation. It was part of a bigger shift, physical media being replaced by digital access. Books become feeds, stores become apps, and browsing becomes endless scrolling. The catalog was calm. The internet is infinite, and IKEA chose to survive in the new system. We've seen this happen across the board, with newspapers, magazines, CDs, and DVDs. The tangible product is replaced by a subscription or a stream. The curated finite experience of the catalog offered a sense of completion. You could finish it. The internet, by contrast, is designed to be bottomless, to keep you scrolling forever. IKEA's decision was a pragmatic one. To thrive in the age of the infinite scroll, they had to let go of their most iconic, finite product. The IKEA catalog didn't stop working. It was still iconic, still recognizable, still powerful, but it belonged to a world where brands could speak and customers would listen. Now customers scroll past everything. So IKEA killed the catalog, not because it was weak, but because it was from a different era. Its strength was its permanence and its quiet presence in the home. But in today's digital economy, the most valuable commodity is attention, and attention is captured by novelty, speed, and interaction. The catalog was a monologue in a world that now demands a conversation. It was a brilliant tool for a different time, and recognizing that is not a sign of failure, but a sign of strategic foresight. If IKEA brought the catalog back tomorrow, would you actually read it? Or is the world already too digital to go back? If you enjoyed this mini documentary, leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more.